Good morning, this is Mission Control Houston. We're live from the Mission Control Center located at the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. You're looking at a live view here in the International Space Station Flight Control Room. This is a view of as the Orbit 2 team is on duty being led by Flight Director Chris Edelin, shown here in the lower right portion of your view. He's leading this team in the second part of the crew day. About 25 different flight controllers here supporting the vehicle itself as well as the on-orbit crew and the operations. Ellen is also being supported by veteran astronaut Shannon Lucid, who's representing the crew office at the Capcom console. They serve as the voice of the flight control team as needed with the on-orbit crew. All the activities are going smoothly here in the control center. The vehicle itself performing well and on a northeasterly track. It's just made its way over Iran and traveling now over Uzbekistan. It'll continue on a northeasterly track, making its way over Kazakhstan and the border of Mongolia and Russia. On board, the Expedition 30 crew is working steadily through their afternoon activities. We don't have a live link up with the space station at the moment, but they've been continuing on track through their afternoon. They're about midway through their afternoon, having just completed their lunch break about 2 hours ago. This is a look at the crew with Commander NASA astronaut Dan Burbank there at the center, and in the left of the view is Anton Shkaplerov at the left, and to his right, Anatoly Ivanishin, also fellow cosmonaut, to the right, and that's flight engineer 2 for this crew. Again, all the activities going smoothly. The crew woke up at midnight Central Time, and after about an hour and a half for personal time, hygiene, and their breakfast, they had their daily planning conference, which is a start of the day tag up with all the supporting flight control centers. The first task of the day included some work on the environmental health system air quality monitoring, as well as the intramodule valve monitoring. Burbank's morning also included the monthly inspection of the TVIS, or the special treadmill that's used by the on-orbit crews. He also did some computer work in the Columbus module and performed a ham radio event with students in Japan. After their morning activities, again, they had a midday meal. The afternoon has included some additional work on a science experiment, specifically about an hour or so dedicated to work with the PACE experiment, which is the Preliminary Advanced Colloids experiment. We have some video of Dan Burbank working on that experiment we'll play for you later this hour. He also performed an analysis on a sample from the Total Organic Carbon Analyzer known as TOCA and the water recovery system, and also performed part of his exercise sessions using the resistive exercise device. His cosmonaut counterparts also worked on medical officer proficiency training, as well as their exercise sessions, and a swap out of the photo TV camcorders on board. The crew also joined for audio conference with the Expedition 30 counterparts who are now in Baikonur. They'll be joining them on orbit soon.